Ever feel like modern rules are a bit much? Well, get ready, because some ancient societies had laws that make our modern gripes look like a walk in the park. Today, we are diving into 10 forgotten rules that people took deadly seriously. First up, in ancient Rome, the color purple was a big deal. I mean, a really big deal. Only the emperor and senators were allowed to wear a full purple toga. If you were just a regular person and decided to rock a purple outfit, you could face severe punishment, even death. It was the ultimate fashion crime. Next, let's travel to ancient Greece. Ever heard of ostracism? In Athens, once a year, citizens could vote to banish anyone they wanted from the city for 10 years. No trial, no defense. If enough people wrote your name on a piece of pottery, called an ostracan, you were out. Imagine being voted off the island, but the island is your entire city. Then there's the strange bread law of ancient Egypt. Bakers who were caught selling underweight loaves of bread could be nailed to the door of their own bakery. Talk about a strict quality control policy. It shows just how vital bread was to their society. How about table manners? In ancient Sparta, it was forbidden to eat at home. All male citizens had to eat their meals together in a public mess hall. This was to build camaraderie and a sense of brotherhood among the soldiers. No cozy family dinners for Spartan men, just battlefield bonding over every single meal. In the Viking Age, insulting someone could be a fatal mistake. They had incredibly complex laws about honor. If you publicly insulted another man, even with a clever poem, he had the legal right to challenge you to a duel to the death. Words could literally get you killed. So, think twice before you roast your friends, Viking style. Let's go back to Rome, where the Vestal Virgins held a sacred duty. These priestesses tended the eternal flame of Vesta, and they had to remain chaste for 30 years. If a Vestal Virgin broke her vow, the punishment was terrifying. She would be buried alive. The Romans believed this was the only way to punish them without directly shedding their sacred blood. In ancient China during the Qin dynasty, the law of collective responsibility was enforced. This meant if one person in a family or a community committed a crime, everyone was held responsible. Entire families could be punished for the actions of a single individual. It was a powerful and brutal way to maintain social order. In the Aztec Empire, getting drunk was a serious offense for the general public. While nobles and the elderly were allowed to drink alcohol, a young commoner caught intoxicated could be publicly shamed or even sentenced to death for a repeat offense. They believed sobriety was essential for a productive society. Here's a bizarre one from the ancient Celts. They had a rule called a fasting protest. If someone wronged you, you could legally go to their doorstep and fast until they made things right. If you died of starvation while fasting, they would be held responsible for your death and face huge penalties. It was a dramatic, high-stakes way to get justice. Finally, in medieval Iceland, it was illegal to have a last name. People used a patronymic system, where your last name was simply your father's first name plus son or dodi. Trying to establish a permanent family surname was seen as an act of arrogance, going against their egalitarian ideals. So there you have it. 10 wild rules from the past that show just how much societies have changed. Which one shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history.